Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase we're going to be looking at the 1987. This is the Terrorcon Rippersnapper. So we're going to have a quick look at him both of his modes, help you decide how you're going to display him. Because he's a vintage figure, I'm going to point out things that you need to be aware of if you have to purchase him one for yourself. I'll show you the accessories that come with him to help you know if yours is complete. We can have a quick look at his combined form, obviously there with the abominus, and as I'm lucky enough to have a couple of different types of packaging, we can see how he was packaged differently around the world. So as I just move a few of these things just out of the way for a second, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really will help me out. So let's start off with this first and foremost. Now this is an opened figure. This is obviously how he was packaged by Hasbro, and I suppose this is most of the world that had them on the backing cards like so. The little boxes, I'll explain more about them in a second, but yeah, the problem with these, as I'm sure you're aware, is unlike the person who originally owned this, myself personally when I was a kid, because I did own this one, I must have just ripped him off the card, never to see the backing part again. Even though the artwork is brilliant, and I think it's something now that you like to save and indeed look back on. He's such a basic figure. The transformation process is on the back. I don't know if I'll do it, but I'll just show you what you do because it is so simple. We've got the tech spec on the back, and indeed there's a bio there if you want to pause and read that for yourself. Let's just quickly put this to the side. As I said, that was the big negative of cards on bubbles, and I think it still is now, to be honest. Whereas in Italy and in Japan, because they were both licensed by Takara to use these little boxes, where I think it is much better. Now, Scramble City referred to not only the cartoon that was being aired in Japan, but the fact that this is a Scramble City robot. So what this means is, in the case of Abominus right there, Rippersnapper is, in fact we can't even see him, let's lift the camera up, is the left arm. But because of the Scramble City play element, which was of course the head part here, he could be a leg as well, quite simply by attaching under there, and he could also be the other arm as well, just by attaching that way. So that basically meant that you could scramble all the limbs, which was a brilliant terminology for it, as well as I say, not just coinciding with the cartoon. Now the reason why I like the boxes is, number one, obviously once you've opened them you can put them back in. I'll show you the contents of this in a second, and also because we've got beautiful battle scenes on the background, the robot points are there, everything else is there as standard. But as I said, I think the most important thing is they were more compact, you could store them away better, and this one's typically unused. But what I was going to say is that obviously if you did open it up and you did want to have a play with it, then you can do exactly that and then just pop him away back in the box. So I'll show you again. As I say, that's how they come packaged. So you've got the extra seal around the top as well, and then you've also got the sticker sheet and the instructions and everything else inside. Indeed a collector's card as well, which is now very popular and common with Masterpiece and indeed third-party company Masterpiece figures as well. So this is the full combined form of the Terrorcons. This is Abominus. This is, to be honest, one of the best looking combiners out there, to be honest. I think he just looks great, and I like the way that we've got these sort of crazy alternate modes. I suppose the only way you could describe this is a bipedal shark. So you've got, your shark on two legs, and it does definitely look like that, especially around the front. The one accessory doubles up as a fin for his back, which is brilliant. Now the good thing about him, if he's got no accessories at all, it doesn't matter. You can display him in either mode. You're not going to have any issues. It just, it doesn't really affect him. It's not too detrimental. I mean, I'm not saying that this makes him look a million times better. A little bit better, but especially if you're displaying them that way around, you perhaps won't even notice it. The things that you do need to be aware of are stickers, because they're always put right at the point. So you can see where the transformation is. So you just pull the upper torso away from the legs, fold the legs back, fold these little arms out, and fold the big arms back, and indeed fold the head of the monster back. So the transformation process is incredibly simple, and again I won't be doing it for obvious reasons, because at the moment the look I'm having, I seem to keep damaging all of my old vintage figures. But the stickers serve their purpose as well in covering up some of the screws. The other weapon that he had is the handheld gun here, which you can see. Most common fault for this would be this could actually be snapped off inside the robot hand, so be aware of that. Other thing as well, because this is obviously metal, these do get corroded really easy. You'll see rust around it, and then it just makes the joints and there as well even more difficult to move. But overall guys, not much more to say about this guy. Brilliant little figure. figure. I like to get back to do more of these G1 showcases. Let me know in the comments what figures you want me to do. I'm trying to catch up with all the new ones in all honesty, but I will put them on the list and I will get around to doing them. So here you go, guys. This is Generation 1 Terrorcon. This is Rippersnapper. Thanks for watching. Take care.